Hey everyone, it's Agranath here from The Right Way, and came across another article that I had to make a video on, talking about, well, the headline is, "Why is everyone mad at celebrities flying private jets?" Now remember, all of these friggin' so-called celebrities get up at the Oscars and all these award shows and berate all the rest of us, normal plebs, about how we need to save the environment and we should stop using fossil fuels and all this kind of stuff, right? They keep telling us to do these things, but these people never do it themselves, right? So they're absolutely hypocritical, and this is why I really had to make a video on this. So let's have a read of this particular article. What do Taylor Swift, Jay-Z, and the Kardashians have in common? Well, according to data collected by internet sleuths, they're among the celebrities racking up the most CO2 emissions thanks to their prolific use of private jets. The regular use of private jets by musicians, actors, and other celebrities has attracted more attention in recent years, both due to increasing concern about the climate change and the mismatch between the relatable persona projected by artists like Swift and how they actually live. Exactly correct. Maybe some of these people out there in the world start to wake up a bit and just think a little bit about when these people say that we need to do these things to save the environment. Think about whether they're actually doing the same things as they're asking us to do, right? And I can bet your bottom dollar they're not. A few months ago, one clever coder named Jack Sweeney discovered open source data that tracks where private planes owned by celebrities were traveling and how frequently. And as any genius might do, he started a Twitter account tracking the data. This week, a sustainability marketing firm collated that data and ranked celebrities by the amount of time their planes spent in the air. Who's on top? Taylor Swift. Now, yeah, that's fine, right? The celebrities do need to travel to get to all their different events that they do, but it's not like they have to go every single day to an event or something. But there's other options available to them, right? They can go, business class, first class on commercial jets, just because of the fact that they don't want to be noticed at airports and stuff. Well, maybe you have to put up with some stuff like the rest of us do, rather than lecturing us to do things and you not doing it. Data showed her plane racked up 170 flights in the first 200 days of this year. That's almost a flight a day, releasing 8,294 tons of carbon emissions into the atmosphere. Is that a lot? Well, yes, the firm collated the data said the emissions from Swift's jet since the beginning of the year represented more than 1,000 times the average person's annual emissions. The rest of the list is interesting too. American boxing legend Floyd Mayweather. Well, he's not doing anything these days, is he? Comes in second. Kim Kardashian is seventh. Oprah Winfrey, the bastion of things, climate change, is ninth on the list. No one really wants to be on. While owning your own jet might be a status symbol in the world of American high society, being responsible for some majorly emitting machines is not the best look in an environmentally conscious world. So did climate crusader Swift, I sold my private jet years ago. So did climate crusader Swift. So remember, she's a climate crusader. She had two planes of her own. She had two planes, used to have two planes. But reportedly sold one of them in 2020, probably because of all the lockdowns. But the singer hit back at claims she's travelling beyond what might be reasonable. The average length of her flight time was just 80 minutes. Well, could you not go another way then if it was just 80 minutes? Could you not go in a limousine or something and just take a bit longer and save some of the climate there, Taylor Swift? But no, have to get there faster, right? Her PR team said that the jet is regularly loaned to other people. Well, don't loan it to other people then. Get them to fly commercially. To attribute most or all of these trips to her is blatantly incorrect. It doesn't matter. It's her plane. It's the plane that's making the trip. Doesn't matter who's on it. Right? She's loaning it out to people. At the same time, it's still her plane. Exactly. This is the central issue here. Every flight you go on produces greenhouse gases, especially carbon dioxide, which we know is contributing to climate change. Of course, people need to travel and live their lives, but we know that private jets are possibly the worst form of transport in terms of pollution because you've only got like 2 or 3 or 4 people on it, right? Apart from the pilots and maybe the cabin crew. And this is not the first time we've been through this. Global leaders faced similar backlash when many attended this year's Glasgow Climate Conference on private planes. remember that? Did you see the picture of all those private planes parked at the airport for people to attend the climate change conference? That was friggin' gold. The BBC reported that leaders flying from Rome to Glasgow would have emitted around 1 tonne of greenhouse gases per person on a private jet. But if they're taking a commercial flight which emits more but can travel further and take more people, they would have emitted around 1/4 of a tonne. But we're not aware of many commercial flights that last just 12 minutes. Alright, I'm not saying that the celebrities can't fly on their private jets. What I'm saying is, don't get on your high horse and hypocritically berate all the rest of us for climate change and carbon emissions and so on, right? So don't give a F about what anything some of these celebrities say on climate change, because I don't believe it, because if they did, they would reduce their carbon credits by a huge amount, but they're not actually doing that, right? Just remember, they're absolutely hypocritical. All of these celebrities who say that they're for the climate and we need to do this and we need to do that and people need to pay for this and people need to pay for that, they're absolutely hypocritical, because they don't care about the climate when it comes to their travel and their life. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section. I'd really love to know if you have any interesting comments to make or anything funny. That would be great. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give it a thumbs down. And if you like my content, please subscribe as well. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.